Didn't even get to cross.
What is up, guys? We're back with a new series called BeamNG Hillclimb. This is where we take cars, both official and mods, along this road into Trinelgren. You can find a link to this mod that I'm using, this map, in the description. I will put a forum link of all the mods that I use, like all the cars and the map that I'm using, as well as any skins if people ask, because I have got some skins on them. At the moment, I'm just showing a run of what the course will look like. They have to go from the start, where the road meets the Y section, to the final line towards the end. This will probably keep running for a while, as there are new mods coming to the forums every day, and I can keep testing them out and seeing how they perform on this hill climb run. Anyway, let's... Okay, first up we have the mod for the Class A bolide going on this hill climb. Now, I took a bit too much speed into the first couple of corners and flew off the edge of the cliff. This is going to be fun to control. Okay, run 2. Now, this car is very, very fast, and it's very grippy if you get up to speed. Unfortunately, if you're at a bit lower speed, it can be quite slidey, and because it's so powerful, be very hard to control. Yeah. Okay, third run, and I get a bit further this time. Going up past, still hit about the same spot. Decide to try and keep going, but it ends pretty badly. Okay, got further this time, got past the tunnel, but locked up the brakes a bit too much and ended up in that cliff face. Again, same spot, but locked up the brakes a different way. Accidentally rolled the car and into the cliff. Yeah, this car was pretty hard to control. Finally got near the end this time, but as I was coming over that top, carried a bit too much speed and flew off down the edge of the cliff. Yeah. Okay, so I finally did get one good run in with this, and I took these first couple of corners quite well. But unfortunately, as I came up here, I just scraped the edge. It didn't take off too much time, so I decided to keep running with it because I was hoping I could get to the end anyway. So come around this corner like fast and don't understeer and don't lock up the brakes. Slow down a bit over this crest because you know what happened last time. And thankfully these corners are like cambered, so it's easy to do. And finally across the line. Okay, the next car up is the Race Civetta Bolide. Now this car is quite easy to drive, quite light and quite fast, but it is front wheel drive, so it does tend to understeer a little bit. I did get much further, but I understeered into a tree. So yeah. Okay, got further this time, going up towards the cliff face along the top edge, understeers a bit, hits the wall, decides to try and keep going, but ends up falling off a cliff, and down the cliff we go. Yeah, that run was successful. Anyway, got closer towards the edge, towards the end, lost a bit of control there, and flew up onto this cliff face and bounced along the cliff face for quite a while. How many rolls is that? Like five rolls? Yeah, just sliding down the hill. Okay, final. I got quite a bit for. I got to about the same position. Came in a bit too close towards the edge, and understeered onto the rock. Got so much closer that time, but anyway. I did eventually also finally get one good run in. So as you can see here, taking the first couple of corners as usual. Did understeer a little bit there, but it wasn't too bad. Went a bit close to that corner, because these are cambered corners, so if you know how to drive them, it's alright. Going up through here. Now this car was much easier to control. I got it much faster than the the A series bolide. It wasn't as slidey everywhere, and I think in like 4 or 5 runs, however many I did, I managed to get this good clean run in. And yeah, it's not as fast as the bolide, but it is a lot more stable for what it is. I did understeer a bit here and nearly fall off the edge, but anyway, I kept driving because it didn't take off too much speed, and I came up towards the line and crossed the line. Our final car today is the Race Spec 200BX. Now this car was very, very oversteering. As you can see here, just lost control and crashed into the wall. Okay, trying it again. This was probably the hardest car to control. It just kept sliding everywhere. Okay, yeah, this car was one of the hardest to control. It just kept sliding everywhere, no matter what you did. As you can see here, just falling off the edge because I just lost control of it. It was just too slippery and too slidey. If you can see there, I've got custom skins on the wheels. I'll put them in the description if you want to find them. In this run, it was, again, not that good. At the start, lost too much control, flew off the edge trying to fix it, and down the cliff. This is going to be harder than expected. Okay, got a bit further. Going up towards the tunnel, clipped the back bumper, decided to keep going because it wasn't that too much speed difference, and I thought I could make it anyway. Come up towards the crest, lose control over the top, understeer into the rock face, try to keep going again, but lose it, and crash into the rock wall. Get to about the same spot again, come to the same corner. This corner's going to take a lot of cars out, I can feel it. Hits the back bumper, tries to keep going, but just loses it ultimately off the edge. And down the cliff we go. Tumbling, tumbling, tumbling. Got to about the same spot again. Got past it, but accidentally had a run-in with the wall and completely rolled my car. It slid pretty far though. Okay, coming towards the end of the track now. Took it a bit too fast. Thought I could save it. Evidently couldn't, and clipped a tree after rolling, and then slid on down this hill as well. So, however, I did eventually get one good run in, finally, with this car, even with it oversteering everywhere. So, same thing, trying to take the corners a bit more towards the center, trying to hit the apexes a bit better. Coming up towards the tunnel, lost a bit of control, scraped at the side. It didn't take off too much time, so I decided to keep it. Coming on to this corner, almost clipped that tree, almost clipped the rocks, but kept going. Coming towards the end of the track now, we are about to take that corner that I usually lose control. I almost lost control there. As I said, this car was very hard to control. But eventually I got towards the end and made a good, clean, fast lap. Okay, so after the times were all put together, we finally got the times. The Class A bolide came in first out of these three with a time of 36 seconds and 14 milliseconds. The Race 200BX came in at 43.19 seconds. And finally, for today, the Race Corvette came in at 46.55 seconds. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and look out for the next episode soon.
On the way down screaming, whoa,